Hello boys and girls, and welcome to shorter attention what I was doing and things like that. Hopefully it helps you out, you know, hopefully
turn the fucking bass up.
Girls, and hopefully you guys liked the intro video coming into this. It kind of explained everything that's been going on this past month, and you know what I've been a ghost. You know, I try to get around to doing these as often as I can, and you know sometimes I get busy and I can't do it. But luckily, with the support groups that we lead here and with peer mentoring, you know, I'm still able to get out there. But this, you know, these videos are more than anything, they're more educational. They're more to help someone that isn't necessarily in a spot where they want to go to a group or anything like that. So hopefully, you know, hopefully you guys get something out of it. You see all this fun stuff we've been doing. You know, I put it out there not to brag or anything. I put it out there because, you know, a lot of what I've been doing and a lot of what some of the people we're doing with our workout groups and our support groups, you know, they wouldn't be able to do some of these things otherwise. So that's just something to kind of motivate you to know wherever you're at in your life. So I wanted to pick up with where we left off in chapter 6. We're still talking about forgiveness, and actually today I'm going to talk about a little memorial project, something that you can do at home to kind of help ask for forgiveness from God, or you know, ask for forgiveness from yourself. You know, whatever the case may be. If you got a lot of guilt going on, this video is more pertains to you. So as always, going to start with some R22 news. Every Monday at 6 o'clock, we have an insanity class here at the foundation. Every Wednesday at 9 a.m., we have a trail running group in McAllister Park. At 6 p.m., we have a workout class here at the foundation. At 7 p.m. on Fridays, we're having a superhero workout class over at Walker Ranch. And then Sundays at 9 a.m., we have a ruck group at Friedrich Park. And at 6 p.m., I lead a bike group out at Opie Schnabel Park. So any sort of fitness thing that you're looking for, come on out. You know, we love talking with people, we love hanging out with you. More importantly, we love just having fun. It's just another avenue for you to go out and do something fitness, you know, something to get you out of the house. As far as foundation goes, every Tuesday night at the medical center at 7, I lead a support group for our veterans. And every Thursday night here at the foundation and one in Cibolo, we have 2 support groups for veterans as well. And then Wednesday nights, we have a family group in Cibolo, and then Thursday nights, we also have a family group for our families as well, because whenever you're going through your PTSD recovery, your family's affected. Whether you see it or not, they are affected. And a lot of times the things that we hear is that people feel like they're walking on eggshells around you, and so we try to support them as well as support you. It's a twofold, you know, mechanism. You know, with Honor 22, we focus more on fitness. With the foundation, we focus more on the spirit and the mind. And by coming together, ultimately, the goal is to lead a normal life. It's to find the things, you know, find hobbies, find things you're passionate about, and finding the strength and the calmness to do it. So that's, you know, that's where all that stuff comes from. So going back to the Combat Trauma Healing Manual, which is what I go through whenever I lead my support groups with our vets. Chapter 6 talks about how do I move on? How do I experience whatever guilt I've got going on, whether it's false or real guilt, and how do I forgive myself? And one of the things they have in here is called a memorial project. So basically for this, all you're going to need is a glass jar with a lid, a lighter, and a piece of paper. And what you're going to do is you're going to take a couple minutes alone to pray, and you're going to ask God to reveal whatever sins that you feel are creating separation between you and Him, between you and another person, whatever the case may be. You want to ask that these sins be revealed to you, and you want to write them down on this piece of paper. And what you're going to do is you're going to take that piece of paper and you're going to fold it up and you're going to put it in that jar. And well, before you do that, at the bottom of it, you're going to write 1 John 1:9, which basically it says, if we confess our sins, He is faithful and righteous to forgive us our sins and to cleanse us from our unrighteousness. So you're going to write that on a piece of paper, fold it up, put it in the jar. Then you're gonna go somewhere, not necessarily in your house, but somewhere, close by, outside preferably, and you're gonna light that piece of paper on fire. That's where the fun part comes in, because you actually get to burn some shit doing this. So basically, when you watch it burn, you thank God as it symbolizes what he's doing to the list of sins being held against you. Basically, you're taking all those burdens of your sin, you're asking for forgiveness, and you're giving it to God for him to take care of from there. Finally, once it's all done, the jar's cooled down, you're just going to take that lid, put it on there, take a piece of tape, and write John 1:9 on there with the date from the tape. So, just so you guys know that I'm not bullshitting, this is my jar, and this is my jar that I did back in September. See that? Basically, I keep that by my nightstand, so anytime that I've got moments of doubt, anytime that there's things that I feel anxious about or I feel guilty about, I look at that jar and I remind myself that, hey, I've already given this up. And it really just helps keep me in check. There's things that I don't have to feel guilty for. It's not because I've asked for forgiveness, but because I've made a conscious effort to change. And I have changed. And so ultimately, that's what all this stuff is about. It's about taking you from a point where you're at, where you feel like you're in this deep, dark pit and you're never going to get out, and taking you from that pit over to the other side of that mountain, over to where the good stuff is happening, over where all these workouts are happening, where all these outings are happening, things like that. You have to get from that pit to there. And whether it's through spiritual help, whether it's through seeking a counselor, whether it's through physical fitness, whatever the case may be, I don't give a shit. The whole point is that as long as you are moving in a direction that's going to see positive growth for you, you are doing the right thing. And if you're not moving, then let's come to me, come to Silas, come to the foundation, come to Honor 22, come to any of these vet services that are out there and start finding that positive direction for you. Because the only time that you are in the wrong is when you are not moving, okay? So that's all I got for you guys. Y'all have a great day. Thanks again for watching the video, and hopefully I'll come out with another one here in the next day or two. Take care.